Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense takes the field to start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Vols send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Wildcats offense will take the field for the first time. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
The quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. A running back on a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Offense set on 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They go to the counter. Turns it on in midfield. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
At the 11-yard line. First down for the offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his big tight end.
First down pass.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And the try is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
On second down, just keeps firing. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds the tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Dialing up a second down pass play. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Volunteers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by a field goal over Georgia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. First down for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He looks that one in nicely. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Second and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Getting some heat. Took a shot as he threw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third down, he drops to throw. A shot toward the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. He'll start this drive firing. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wide out in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Lining up to convert third down. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Hey, whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Running back searching for a hole. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Grabs it in the middle. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. He's going to pass. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're going to ride this running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To the ground with the back. That's a live ball. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
He'll come out throwing on first down. The quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He wants to throw it again. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Third down coming up.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Finds his man, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The snap sets up to throw. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. And perhaps a chance to excise the futility that has been this offense by finally getting on the board on fourth and goal. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right. And I wonder, because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little overhyped? It just looked like they were pressing too much in this football game. They made too many uncharacteristic mistakes, and as a result,